Yo, Ty, baby.
Hey, what's going on? You good?
I'm good, man. What's happening?
Blessed, man. Just under lockdown, quarantine vibes.
How's that quarantine? How's that quarantine?
Hey, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, But we move,
Also, where's MK?
I don't know. He was here now. MK.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, I was just looking at my shoes, man. I miss wearing them so much.
Is
Yo.
It's making me sad. I don't know.
What are you wearing now?
Wearing slippers, dog. I'm not going anywhere.
Also, it just sucks that full-size run is on a break, right?
I feel
Tell
you.
me about it, man. That sucks.
I feel you, man.
Do you remember when we watched it, when we booked the boardroom to actually watch the premiere?
That was a beautiful time, man.
That was some good times, man. That was some good times. That was some good times.
You can count on me. You can count on me. You got it? That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
So, would it be weird if we actually did our own full-size run?
I think that's a really great idea, man. I already know who MK is going to be.
I know who you're going to be.
Dad.
Okay, shit, let's do it.
Yes, sir.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Welcome to Full Size Run, Fan Edition. So I'm your co-host Simpiwe, but I'll be Brandon Dan for today. Just a FYI, this is no parody. This is no joke. We're big fans of the show, but they just on a break right now, so we just decided let's create a show while we're on this quarantine. And I've got my other host.
I'm MK. I'll be your co-host today, otherwise known as Matt Welty.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Ty. Big man, Trinidad James in the building. You know what it is.
And we have a great host, Kabelo, just all-around nice guy, part of Sobering Podcast. What do you do?
Yeah. It's a big Fred, aka Kabelo up here on a Harley Davidson, 7 colors in a Tupperware.
Yes, sir.
Guava roll guard.
Yes, sir.
This is the new one now.
Yeah, Kabelo, we're gonna get into your sneaker history, but now let's talk about what you're wearing, guys.
What I'm wearing the Alexander Wang Body Run Boost Boys. I know Welty doesn't like Boost, but we out here.
What I got on today, I'm keeping it nice and clean. Got the cocaine whites, MX97. Yeah, man, nice, clean. Very dad-like.
Good shoe.
I'm wearing the Club C's. It was a collaboration with Jazzaline, with some women's thing where they said men don't run the world, so it scratched the men. So yeah.
Bug Boys.
Good shoe.
Bug Boys, yeah, I'm doing it for
Bug Boy.
Kabelo, what do you have?
I got on a OG cement Jordan 4s, Been watching Last Dance a lot, you know what I mean? So salute to the GOAT. But yeah, man, that's me,
Okay, guys, let's go into some sneaker news. Okay, this week we saw Ronnie posting a new teaser of the 992 New Balances. What do you guys think about it?
For me, it's a lot less daring than what Ronnie has done in the past. I mean, the colors are simple and basic, which make it a shoe for many occasions.
Good for a lot of things.
So I'm not even mad at it. I'm with it. Ronnie never misses.
Yeah, that's true. But do you think New Balance is only popular when it comes to collaborations, and when they do their own things, it's never so much hype? Take instead for the Amalion Door, everyone went crazy for that collaboration, even the Ronnie ones. Do you think it's big when it's a collaboration, or what?
It's unfortunately that it's that brand that has to be carried by collaborations. I mean, they started off the year good with the Joe Fresh Goods, the collab.
Yeah.
That was nice.
The 327 Casablancas as well. They did that. Those were nice. And then now they're coming with more collabs. It's just that it sucks that we're in this pandemic, but it looked like it was going to be a good year for them. Sort of a return, like, you know, to proper status in the game.
I agree with that. I thought, like, before this whole lockdown and this whole pandemic happened, I thought, like, this was going to be the year that New Balance actually, you know, puts up a good fight with, like, you know, the Nikes, the Adidases of like the world. And yeah, this shoe is just, for me, it's just like, I've never been a fan of anything from like 990, like 990, 992, 997. For me, it's just like, there's nothing special about it, so to say, for me personally.
Oh, you don't like the expensive New Balances?
Basically.
I like these, man. I love the colors. I vibe with this. I'm not a fanboy for Ronnie as much as most people are.
Ronnie never misses.
I do think he has missed in certain instances, like sweatpants with those cuffs at the bottom there. If that ish, I don't like that. Never will, never am. You know, he missed me. But yo, I like these.
And we're gonna go to the next shoe, which is the Pump, the Reebok Pump, which was also meant to be making a return this year. We saw the collab with Adidas earlier on in the year, of what was it, last year, with the Boost, and now they have this multicolored splatter one. What do you guys think of this?
Insta Fury is on my vibe, man.
It's a vibe though. You can't see the vibe of that? It's a vibe.
I'm looking for the vibe.
I'm getting a pair and I'm rocking.
I like these. It's just that you can't pull them off too many times. They're statement pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
So after that, you just, you know, put them away and then bring them back out once in a while. But I mess with Insta Furies, man. They've been my vibe for a minute. Jackie Chan boys, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel you. I do appreciate like the colors. This is a nice looking shoe. Like, it's a nice looking shoe.
I think this is pull off though.
This is I mean, this is something I would definitely like on the real, like, invest in for sure. Yeah, dude, like I really do appreciate this.
Yeah, I know Brandon is a big fan of Reebok, but
Reebok. I'm doing Reebok.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I can't pull this off. That's it.
What's your vibe?
That's the G. All right, cool, guys. And then the next shoe now, we have the Nike React. Yeah. I have, like, when it comes to this shoe, I personally feel like this shoe was made to be the answer to the Ultra Boost.
So it does have that feel.
Yeah, which is not good. For me, that's not good. Yeah, it looks like the new, like, Ultra Boost 2020. So for me, no, I'm not with this shoe at all.
Yeah, man. It's got a functional vibe to it, man. It looks really comfy. I know it's probably comfy as hell. I'd love to test this on the road, bro. But yeah, man, I wouldn't swag it out, you know. I'm rocking this with tights and hitting the road, playing some drill.
This is definitely like a very functional shoe. Like, one, I've never been a fan of, like, no laceless shoes, funny enough. Like, the idea of not having shoelaces sometimes is just, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me as much, you know?
Is that why you wear Vans slippers?
I mean, that's just like, that's the quintessential, like, you know, canvas shoe type of vibe, you know what I mean? But, like, other than Vans slip-ons, dude, like, as a React, like a laceless React, just for me, I don't know, it's just not the vibes.
I don't know if I'm gonna go with these. I just want to.
But definitely, you know, I'm running a, you know, park run, see me there on a Saturday, I might put these ones on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you think of the shoe?
Yeah, I'm big into running and everything, but like I've been running with the Ultra Boost for a while, and that's like super comfortable. But also when I'm running, I just don't want to wear a shoe that's not good looking. You know what I mean? And I think the shoe is really not good looking. So even if I'm running, I need to be swagged up. So I'll stick to my Ultra Boost. So I'm good.
Yo, so Kabelo, so pretty much tell us, when was like the first time you really got into sneakers? Like when was your first memory of like yo, I'm really into sneakers?
I think I've holistically just loved aesthetic in terms of like, you know, clothes and whatnot ever since, you know, from preschool. I even remember outfits from preschool. But like the first time I could say, yo, I'm in the game or whatever is when I think I was 8 years old. And my mom's had a friend that was working in the UK, and then she imported some kicks for us, and they were the Grand Hills. Fila Grand Hills.
The Filas,
yeah. And got my brother like the Shaq joints, the Shaq Reeboks. But yeah,
Shaq,
man, no, it wasn't a Shaq, no, but it was a Shaq Reebok. Though. Or it was just a Reebok that was famous for it being on Shaq's feet. One of the two, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know that vibe, and then you just associated with Shaq as a kid. But yeah, the Grand Hill joints, that's my time of being like, yo.
Yeah, and you also you're from the Val, and after that,
18-hour boys.
After getting those shoes through your mom's friend, how was? Because after that, then you can't like backpedal, like you have to.
Yeah.
So then, how was finding shoes in the Val for you? And
chill, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. There's a store, Setgas was the plug for us. You know, and Total Sports and whatnot. But those are the plugs for us, dog. You know what I mean? And that's how basically I would get kicks. But then my sister then moved up to Joburg also when I was very young. I was like 7 when my elder sister moved to Joburg. And then she knew like the Nike outlets. That's when like it was like, woo, it's on and popping now.
Man, shout out to the older sister, man. Shout out to the older sister for that.
Shout out to the older sister, man. Shout out to her. And then, you know, she plugged me with some nice Nike sweats. I even remember she got me the basketball joints with the buttons on the side. Like you could just rip off or whatever. Like
the rip-off joints.
The rip-off joints. She got me those. I remember I think I rocked that combo for like 2 years straight, bro. Like that was my special combo. You know, you got a go-to combo.
The come out.
Yeah, the come out combo. It was the Nike sweater with like it was like a small swoosh in the middle of the front, and then the back was like a big Nike print, and then it was the tear-off pants, and then it was the Grand Hills until I flipped and got like other kicks, you know.
Yeah, but then and now fast forward to 2020. You're doing some work with Nike. We've seen you go into London to do some stuff for them. What is that about?
Oh man, the vibes, bro. That was such a dope thing. You know what I mean? They were looking for somebody that's, you know, digitally inclined and just in touch with the digital space with a nice online presence, just to experience, you know, the Air Max. They were planning to do something really dope for Air Max Day. So that was like a preamble to that, you know, and just getting in tune with the culture of the Air Max and the Air Max 90 in particular, because it's the 30-year anniversary for that. And 30-year anniversary for me as well, coincidentally, which is amazing. And it was just like finding out the lineage and the history of Air Max and why it's got such a close affinity with UK and the London crowd per se, you know what I mean? So that was dope, and we were supposed to do some other collaborative work with like the Sobering, but because COVID happened, you know, it is what it is. But shout out to them, man. They good people, you know, friends of the Guava Roll God.
Oh, shout out.
Talking about you being overseas and stuff. I think last year you went France or Paris. You went to Paris.
Yeah, Paris. I swear Paris will be prayed for, man.
Yeah, like how's the sneaker scene that side? Like
everything is crazy that side, bro. Everything. It's like you were saying, how's the hat scene that side? How's the t-shirt scene that side? Yo, how's the earring scene that side? Everything is crazy, bro.
It's wild out there, man.
You neck snapping all the time, bro. Like it's either for a combo, a pair of pants, or you know what I mean. The shoes, everything's lit, bro. Everything lit.
So are you saying we're behind, like, big time?
I wouldn't per se say behind, you know what I mean? Because like we sort of have access to almost some of the stuff that they have access to. It's just that there, because it's like first world vibes, you know, a lot of people are almost like on equal footing. You know, the inequality in our country makes it look, you know, worse than, you know, what it is in terms of what we have access to, you know. But I mean,
also, it's just like
we're doing all right. I won't even lie, we're doing all right.
But it's just like super hard to get like certain things in this country. Like there's one shop we all go and buy stuff at, which is Shelf Life, and now they're doing like, start looking good. They're looking like a sports scene. That's what Mkhato usually says. But,
Are you serious? Damn, nah, bro. I mean, I think just people aren't aware of other places just to get stuff. You know what I mean? Like everybody sort of has access to the same things almost. You know what I mean? Like if it's a special Jordan drop. Huh?
What are these other places?
I mean, I think if you're also in tune with every brand, right, you should be fine. Except from like a New Balance like standpoint, because I'm not too well versed in like New Balance or whatever. But if it's like a Jordan drop or whatever, it's going to be at a lot of places. But the thing is, it seems like it's cool to buy it at Shelf Life. That's the thing. You know what I mean? And like certain Converse collaborations, all the Converse collaborations, bro, you will get them at Converse, bro. You know what I mean? You want the neighborhood collaboration, it's there at Converse, but it looks cooler to buy it at Shelf Life. You know? Yeah. So I just think that Shelf Life has a social currency that a lot of people don't have. There are a few exclusive drops to Shelf Life, but for the most part, it is like a release to a lot of stores, and people don't think it's cool to hit up Shesha anymore. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I mean, I guess when you speak of like exclusive drops, I know they're the only ones that carry consortium for Adidas, like in the whole of. I'm gonna say Africa and just take a rest.
I think it is the whole of Africa. Yeah.
Even when Nike still had the tiers, they were tier 0.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we do have some social weight on.
Yeah, they've got gang social currency, but I think if you just in tune, you'd find that a lot of the stuff that you want, you could get somewhere else. Except for like, you know, there are brands that they have exclusively that, you know, but you can't just, you know, go anywhere for that. And what you might call like Carhartt, you know, it's very hard to find. You know what I mean? But for the most part, for athletic wear, if you just stay in tune with the brands that stock that stuff, you know what I mean, you should be fine. You should be fine.
I have one question. I hear you talking about shoes, but have you ever resold sneakers?
No, I have. Actually, I have. Oh, snap! Yeah. I have. I have. Yeah, I think I sold like some Air Max 1s at some point. Yeah.
Why?
We don't have fans, this is the first time we're doing this thing. So we called a friend up yesterday to actually take between the three of us. But sadly, I got the West take, so I need to change my shoes, and I'm gonna be changing into these.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, why do you even have those things?
You my dude, bro.
These are
you
not
just confirm that you my dude. Man, that's not bad, man. That's that drip, dog. Quarantine drip.
It's a drip. What are you saying?
This is QD, bro. Don't let these people tell you, bro.
Nah.
That's not it, my man. That is not it. Man, so in this next section, it's called drip, flip, or skip, right? So drip is shoe or something that you really fuck with, something that you really like. Flip is something that you really like, but you know you're willing to, you know, cash out on. You know, skip is it's a no. So
Yeah,
first
and
shoe
first-
is the Adidas Consortium Hiker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you, Gabza. Drip.
Let's start with Mkhetwa. Let's hear what Mkhetwa has to
Let's actually
say.
start with MK. Let's start with Mkhetwa. Drip, flip, or skip.
He loves
Um,
ideas.
Yeah, this is it's not just like a trailer, it's like FYW, feet you wear. That's like what this the thingy, I guess the insole of the outsole of the shoe. It's old 90s technology. I'm not a fan of old technology, but I love feet you wear. Like they've really done some good things. And then they've also translated it into basketball with the BYW, but I'm with it. I love hikers. I like chunky shoes, so I'm with this one.
So that's a drip.
That's a trip for me. That's a trip. Yeah.
Sims, what you got?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go hiking anytime soon. Yeah, no, this is a skip for me. I like Adidas, I'm a big fan, but this is. I know it's a hiking shoe, but it's like I said, I like well-designed shoes.
Yeah.
I want to follow that and say skip as well, dog. I'm gonna follow that and say skip as well. These are just not it. Nah.
I can definitely swag them out, but skip. I'm not spending money on this one, man.
Alright, moving right along. We got the Nike Air Zoom Spiridon, the women's colorway, yeah. The light blue ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a chill solution. Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you, Kabelo. Drip, flip, or skip?
Damn, man. I think I could drip these out, man. Cause I can't flip them because I don't think, the resale price would be crazy. So I'm just gonna have to drip them out, man. I'll drip them out. Just establish, got some motorcycles going up and down. Build up your boys,
Build up your boys. Okay, what you got?
I like the Spiridon. I like the Stussy one as well.
Oh,
but this
too nice.
Ooh.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, the specific one that we're speaking about, I'm gonna have to skip because of the teal, like the blue swoosh. Yeah.
For real, that's my favorite thing about it, man. That blue.
Nah, not for me, man. Not for me. And also, it just looks like it will get easily dirty. Like the materials on it, it'll be like it's one of those shoes that you're gonna have to wear once, and then the next going forward when you wear it, it's downhill. So yeah.
Yeah. Sims?
Yeah, Mkhetwa's right. I also like the Stussy ones. That colorway was dope. I don't know about this one. I also just like Nike likes when they see what they're doing right, they'll just make a bunch of these silhouettes,
Roll out.
which I don't fuck with. So nah.
Yeah, nah, I hear you guys, man. I do agree with you guys in saying that the Stussy ones were probably the best version of the shoe, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think I would definitely drip these because I think it's just a very clean, clean colorway, clean silhouettes. I'm here for this one.
They go with your hoodie as well.
You know what I mean? Moving right along to this bathing ape. I'm not sure about the name, but yeah, this bathing ape. What do we got? Sims, start with you. Drip, flip, or skip.
Yeah, I'm also into chunky shoes and stuff. I think the colorways work really well, but at the same time, I always want to try. I want to play it safe, Bathing ape is more of like clothes, I don't know if they into shoes that much. I know they did Bathing Ape a long time ago, but they're back now. So they nice, but I think I'd flip these.
Yeah, you come off nice. I won't lie, you'd come off nice on the flip market.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice. Also, when last did they make shoes? It's been a while, right?
No,
I mean,
they're
the
still making
big stuff.
shoes. They're still making shoes.
Yeah.
They still good, but okay.
Yeah, they're making shoes.
I don't wear multicolored shoes, but this is big drip for me. They
Big
try
drip,
to,
man.
yeah, it's big drip for me.
This is big drip, man. No, there's nothing else to say. Big drip.
Yeah, I think I might I ain't
Ape
gonna
by
lie.
Bathing Ape. I like these.
Alright, moving right along. Kabza, we also do outfits on the show, and I don't think there's no better outfits to do than Kabza outfits. Right?
Oh God. Oh man. Oh man, this is a big story, man. Come on, man. Oh man, I love this. I love yellow. I think I told him I love yellow, bro. You know, Flower Boys, you know what I mean? The Chuck 70s, just like
Sir.
taking it easy, you know what I mean? The freaking camo joints, you know? The Vans belt just hanging out, langing, you know what I mean? The Champion tee, come on, dog. It's just like chilling, dog. Sunshine, sunflower.
There's not anything to flip for me on there. And also, you know, I don't do well with like contrast in 70s and whatnot. So I'm not hating.
Yo, shout out to Sims, you know? 70s
God.
brothers, bro.
Yeah, he's
We
a
might just be
70s boy.
that 70s show.
Yeah.
Remember that Ashton Kutcher show? Yeah, boy. Come
Enjoy.
on, bro. I love these, bro.
I love
man.
you, man. These are dope. These are fucking sick.
Oh.
Also, the picture, the concept was just dope. So I'm giving you a drip on this. This is dope. 70s are like the 70s are just so dope.
Amazing, viral.
I'm still not sold on the 70s, but yeah, it's a good. I'll give you a trip on this one.
I don't understand why you're not sold on like the 70s, because for me,
I really don't
like,
understand.
the shoe is comfortable. It's a clean silhouette. Like they've never failed. They've never failed. This is a big
Also,
big drip for me.
Also, being from South Africa, this is like a classic shoe. Like this is
Hell, man. You'll feel that.
The closest I've had to owning a pair when we did Converse rubber tracks back in the day, they gave me like a pair of like Converse skates.
Yeah.
With on insole.
But yeah.
I wore that for the shoot, and then after I gave them away, I couldn't.
Moving right along, we got, what do we got here? We got Kabza at a dinner party vibes, award ceremony vibes.
Which one is this one? Yo, I love it. Yo.
Was it the Devon July?
This is, I think, with the Cavelas. Let me just let it come through. I think this is a DMVCA's. Yo, big story.
Yeah.
Yo, this is an ode to. First of all, I hate wearing formal, so I always need something to like, you know, pop it out, or you know what I mean, some sort of statement. So I'm from the Val, and I think this is just a hood shoe, you know.
Yeah.
What you might call university so in our country, you know, the Italian, the Kabelo loafer, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do Kavelas, and everybody's like, what? I was like, yeah, bro. And I even called up my plug. I was like, yo, bro, let me get a pair of Kavelas, dog. And he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. And then I got them, and he was just like, yo, just post me some pictures, yo. Shout out to Spitz, you know, the vibes, bro.
That's the vibe.
It was just crazy even picking them up, dog. It's just like, it's always like such a mind trip when you go to the section for Kabela at Spitz. The characters that you see there is very colorful, bro. So, yo, man, I love this. Big drip. Shout out to Google. She made the suit, designed the suit for me, you know. Yo, man, vibes, bro. And I love it when I can put together like an outfit without paying for it, and paying for it in pictures. That's my vibe.
That's that influencer life. That's what Brendan Dunn needs for that Reebok check.
The people at Reebok still haven't cut the check.
I think it's also a drip for me, like talking about being from SA again. I think that shoe has like big history in SA. Like,
Big story, man.
It's big stories. Everyone in the hood has been in love with that shoe. Sadly, I've never owned one, but it's a drip. It's dope.
Yeah, that's a good
That's a big deal for me. I remember being a young Twans wanting a Kabelo so bad, wanting that thing so bad, man. And just like you, since I never had the chance to own one yet, it's definitely.
It's a must, bro.
It's a must.
It's a must.
It's a must.
It's a must. I think it's a must, bro. It's a must.
It's a must, but I remember when I was young, my mom asked me if I wanted Kavelas, and I got angry because I wanted G Unit Reeboks. I was like, what are you talking? I'm not like all the kids. But now growing up, like, and the weight that the shoe holds to our people, I feel like it's definitely a must own, you know? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
They should make a documentary about it, Kabelo.
They should, man.
Yeah, somebody should. Just go to Italy, speak to those.
Next look, we got, it's like a quarantine vibe. It's Kabelo under quarantine. You got the mask going.
Yo, I mean, yeah, this is big story, man. This is like, oh man, this is one of those drips that I wanted to pull off for eons, actually. And then I just remembered that I can actually do it now. I remember seeing like somebody rocking like raw denim, you know what I mean? Like that hard raw, you know what I mean? Salvage denim with like an aggressive sneaker. And I always said to myself, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna pull that off at some point. And this is like that time. And I remember it was like, this is like post, after Cyril had told us like the lockdown would end.
And I don't know when the lockdown will end.
On a certain day. Yeah. And I said like, yo, and I even put up a status being like, yo, such and such a date will be the day I can wear jeans. And everybody laughed at me. So this was just me proving a point that I don't care if I'm rocking jeans out. I'm gonna rock jeans. So rock jeans and the most aggressive sneaker, you know. And shout out to the Pippins, bro. Like I said, I've been watching Last Dance. And shout out Velapi. And Pippin is such a great player, and like I just like it was just an ode to him while we were watching this documentary, bro. Like it's a vibe. But I haven't worn these in a while. The soles are starting to come off, bro. I haven't worn these in like 8-7 years.
Ooh.
So yeah, man, the soles are seeing flames now. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's the vibe. You see the unicorn's mask, you know?
I see the unicorn. I was about to say, shout out to unicorns for the mask, dude.
Come on, dog. You know the
big drip, big drip.
I'm a fan. I'm a sucker for color coordination. So just the mask and the shoes like that.
Oh,
yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm crazy about denim, and just it's dope that you're wearing Salvage denim. Big fan of Salvage denim. The shoes though, feels like you're in Cape Town because I know the the guys in Cape Town are crazy for that bubble, but otherwise, yeah, man, it's a big trip.
Yeah.
I moving on to the last look. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
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 Yo. Bro, I gotta say.
Take us through the pants.
Bro. This is before we got introduced to tailoring. Again, 2008. This is me going to my matric there. Bro, first of all, you couldn't tell me anything. You can even see the poses telling you that you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like, yo, bro. Like, even when I got to the space, like, yo, what's good, yo? Again, this is like no special suit, no special anything. It was actually off the rack, top man again. My sister had just been on a travel, you know what I mean? So everything is from that travel trip, from the jeans that I had on the first picture, you know what I mean? And the suit, that was a 3-piece suit, you know? And the shoes, I don't think, does anybody remember that brand, Swear London?
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember that. You remember that? How they wrote it was like S R, I think, or ER, whatever. But like it would be like swear. And it looked like you're saying a profane word the way that it was spelled out, you know what I mean? And their thing was like making like formal shoes meet and a hybrid of a sneaker. So it has like a sneaker sole vibe, vulcanized and all, and it's pointy as hell, bro. Looking back, I'm like, yo, why was I wearing them shoes? But like at that time, I was like, yo, bro, look at the shoe, man, look at the shoe. I'm gonna, for all intents and purposes, if it was Taylor, it would have been a drip. But it's gonna be a skip now looking back at it. But at that point in time, you couldn't tell me nothing.
I hear that you're saying it was drip back in the day, but we're seeing it today, and I'm gonna have to skip on this one.
I'm definitely gonna give you a big drip, maybe because you had the time of your life. and no one could tell you anything, my nigga. So you
deserve bro.
You deserve the drip. You deserve.
You know, if you're taking mad pictures of something of the same outfit, if you're taking mad pictures of something, you know that nobody can tell you anything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell the confidence is very high in this picture. But yeah, the outfit. Get the belt, and this is a skip.
The snakeskin belt, bro. I freaking love that belt, dude. What's that belt?
Okay, I think that's been it for full size fan edition. Just want to say thank you to Kabelo, our guest. You've been great. Those outfits, dope. Also dope. Thanks to the co-host Mkhetwa and Tai. I think this was dope. I hope the Full Size Run fans also like this.
This is mad fun, bro. Shout out to Full Size Run. That's the best show on the internet, man.
Yeah, shout
out for putting me on.
Yeah, actually, shout out
to those people, man.
Full Size Run, man. Check you out.
Guava roll.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for